Well, hello everyone, and thank you guys for watching. Classic Bike Rider here, bringing you a new video. I haven't made a video in quite a while. In fact, I haven't even ride my bike in, Monday would have been a week since the last time I rode my bike, because last time I rode to work, all last week was not the ideal riding weather in the morning, so it was kind of like dreary, and that's a lot of humidity in the morning, not good for motorcycle riding. So I haven't ride all last week at all, not even on the weekend when I had days off. So it's Thursday, July 16. Jesus, the month of July is half gone already. Seems like just last week was 4th of July, and now the half of the month has gone by. So I'm going for a short ride, get breakfast. I guess I haven't ride the bike in quite a while. Supposed to be at work, I know, but I'm not. See, probably tomorrow. I'm expecting a call anytime today. Tomorrow I'm starting a new job. Yeah, another new job. Claire Rose, you know, the company, they have a CDL, you know, truck driving license. They can drive trucks, tractor trailers, blah blah blah. When I started at this job that I'm at now, or I was, String Electric, they hire me $15 an hour. The only reason I took it is because it was December, and late in the year there's no jobs at all. People are hiring, they're hiring like for the stores, for Christmas help, temporary stuff like that. And I was out of work because a job I was doing, cleaning pools, is a summer job, seasonal, and during the winter it's unemployment. When I was at my old apartment with the deadbeat landlord, it was fine because the rent wasn't that much. We didn't have to pay any utilities or anything, just the rent, and that's it. But when we moved to this new house, well, it's more money, the rent's more money, and you had to pay utilities and cable and still all the other bills, insurance, cell phones, blah 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 blah. So I needed to get a new job, a full-time job that works all year round, not only in the summer, to cover for the rent and all that stuff and whatnot. So, you know, I was getting there $15 an hour. For the kind of job that I was doing, I was working a lot. Had to leave my house a little bit after 6. Come back home a little bit before 6. So I was out for quite a while doing a lot of work just to get, you know, enough money for the rent. In the meantime, you know, I was okay, I was happy. Then the pandemic happened, and we were all, you know, out of work on unemployment. And the government was helping us, you know. I know a lot of you here in New York went through that. You know, the government, New York State, were helping a lot of us. Unemployment plus, you know, government help, $600. and it was $600, but I had, you know, taxes taken out because I know, you know, at the end of the year, next year comes around, I hope I don't have to claim the rest of that money, like the stimulus check that they send out. Claim it on the taxes. I hope not. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So you know, unemployment helped us out. When I came back, they called me back. I was doing only 20 hours for the same money. So for the 2 weeks that I worked 20 hours, I was able to collect unemployment for 3 days. So I worked 2 days, 20 hours. I don't know how that works out. I think unemployment, they pay you for 40 hours. You can work actually 20 hours and collect 20 hours of unemployment and still get my government help in the unemployment. But now that we're back to full swing, we were working more hours for the same amount of money, and it was still not even enough to cover, you know, our expenses. My wife, she's hanging in there. She's working, but poor thing, she's having a hard time because, you know, her health is deteriorating because of the diabetes and the Lyme disease and stuff, and there's not much you can do about it, you know. I don't want her to, you know, work until she can't move anymore. I'm the man of the house, so I had to, you know, respond for my family. But yet, the thing is, I was fine with my job until a week ago Monday. You know, it's okay that we are forced to wear masks out in, you know, in the open, when you're near people, you know, going to the store, wear a mask. We were mandated to wear a mask in the store when you were near people. Last Monday, it was so humid that you just walk out there, even in the shade, and you were sweating bullets. That's how hot it was. And you know, I rode my bike, and I have bought these things that my friend suggested to buy. Not mask, they're like a scarf you put over your neck, and then you lift them up. It looks like like a scarf over your face instead of a mask. I wore one of those, but it was so hot out. By the time I was getting ready to go home, I went to the time clock, punch out, walking out the store, and I saw that someone had put a tarp over my motorcycle because it rained that day, during the day. And I stopped to tell, you know, the guy who did it, you know, to thank him for putting the tarp. And the guy is not even the owner. He's son of the owner. He's not even the real owner. Walks out and see me, and he starts screaming at me why I don't have the mask on and blah 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 blah. He just totally pissed me off, right the fuck off. I mean, I was already out of the clock. I was walking out to go home, and he stopped me. If he wouldn't stop me, I would have been out the door talking to the guy out in the parking lot, instead of having to stay there, then putting my mask back on just to walk out to my motorcycle and go. He pissed me the fuck off. Then the next day, I get the news that they're gonna be calling somebody else back to work, but he's gonna be the driver. I'm just basically picking up the truck in Riverhead and driving it to the store, and then I'm staying doing all the hard work, which is receiving, shipping, picking orders, and all that stuff for the same freaking amount of money. $15 an hour. I mean, McDonald's get $15 an hour, and they don't even work as hard. So when the owner started yelling at me and crap, it just totally pissed me off. I totally got disgusted of the job, but yet I still needed a job, so I stayed there. I started looking for work, and I filled up an application on Home Depot for the CDL position, but they never called me. So on Thursday night, was it Thursday night last week? Yeah, Thursday night I installed, there's this application called Indeed for job hunting, and I used that in the past and had great success finding a job. So this time it was no difference. I downloaded the app, I updated my resume, uploaded the updated resume. I haven't used the app in less than 4 or 5 years, and all my information was still saved there. Like I said, I did have to update my my latest job and all that stuff, my address in the app, and I uploaded my recent resume. I applied for a few jobs, but never got a response from any of them. But on Friday morning, last Friday, I was done with dispatching the truck and all that stuff, and I say I take my 10-15 minute bathroom break. So I like to sit down in the bathroom and not get out until I'm done. But I do have my phone with me, and I look through my emails and respond to a couple of comments on my videos and whatnot. So I opened Indeed, and I saw a driving job, $25 an hour, and with Claire Rose. Claire Rose is the company that delivers Budweisers to the stores and whatnot. But I was working with a different branch of the company, which, well, what they do is go out through all the stores and pick up the recyclables, the machines, the can machines that there are the stores. You pick up the bottles and all that stuff, you put the bottles in. So we're picking up all that stuff. Well, I say we because I filed in for the job in the morning. I said like around 9 o'clock. I sent in my resume. Before noon, I already had a call back from the company. They left me a message. Of course, I couldn't respond while I was at work because I didn't want my boss, the manager, hearing me talking to a prospective employer in company time. So it turns out that this past Monday, I had court date to go for the civil lawsuit that I have against my former landlord. It was supposed to go on Monday, and on Friday we got a letter saying that it was adjourned until November. So I was like, so fuck it. I already had the day off and decided to my wife had the day off as well. We went in the morning to BJ's, got some stuff, and I decided to call the lady again. So I called her on Friday afternoon, and it was already past 5 o'clock, so I know that she was off out of the office by then. But I left her a message. So I called Monday morning, and she responded. She answered the phone, and I went for the interview right then and there, and I was hired in a spot. So I did all the stuff needed to be done. Drugs, you gotta go for a drug test and all that stuff. And I had to take an 8-hour computer course that they pay for it. I get paid 8 hours, and I did it at my house. I finished yesterday. And they called me yesterday again and told me that they wanted me to start tomorrow. So who knows? I might start tomorrow. I might start Monday, depending on, you know, the lady haven't got my drug test results back, but I sent her the paper that they gave me so she can check it out, and she'll be calling me today, maybe to start tomorrow. If not, then I start Monday. But yep, all that just to say that I'm starting a new job on Monday, and that's why I'm off today, because I decided, hey, if I'm starting a new job, I'm taking this week off just to relax. And I haven't been relaxed because my grandkids are home, so I had to help taking care of them. So today, just now, I just gave them their breakfast, and I say, hey, listen, I'll be back before lunch. I'm going up for a motorcycle ride. And here I am, I'm gonna go get breakfast. I should go to Bigelow, see if they open. So I want to have breakfast sitting down. I know that most places you're allowed to sit down in again. So I'm gonna take a ride to Bigelow first, and then I come back over here if they're still closed. So I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Alright, Bigelow was indeed open. It's great to see small businesses starting to open back up and thrive again. It's like one of my favorite spots for breakfast. I like Goldberg's, but it's good to have your favorites back. I'm gonna go for a short ride, then I'm gonna make a quick pit stop at Walmart, get some stuff, little doggy food for my grandkid's dog, being that he's at my house. Got him some soft food the other day, meat. He loved it, but he don't like dry food. He eats it because he had no other choice. But when we gave him the wet food mixed with his seeds, his dry food, he just gobbled it down. So I'm gonna go for a short ride, then Walmart, and then back home to edit this video. It's a little bit on the cooler side today, yet still nice. Tomorrow we're supposed to have rain. Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be in the 90s with humidity like 100%. So it's gonna be wet and humid, or humid, very humid. So I don't know if my audio is coming out clear. I know probably gonna have some wind distortion in there because one of the little muff that I made for the microphone came off, and I haven't replaced it yet. In fact, I just saw it. It's in the back of the, over here, my top trunk case in the back of the bike. So I'm gonna take a quick rest, see if the bisons are out. The little farm with bisons in it. I used to live down here years and years and years ago. I used to rent a room out of a house over here. The house is no longer there. The lot has been vacant. Now it's all overgrown. There are a bunch of houses over here. I guess town bought them off or something, bought the properties and knocked all the houses down. Now it's overgrown land. There's some good and bad memories around here. Being that I had such a bad, hard time with my ex-wife, kid's mom. Most of the stuff that I did with her, I'm trying to block out of my mind. But there's some good memories too. I mean, with the motorcycles and all, I used to ride over here all the time. When I first came from Puerto Rico, that I bought my bicycle, I used to ride my bicycle around here all the time. So there's some good and bad memories. You're gonna have to learn, well, I have to learn, is cherish the good memories and try to forget the bad ones, because there were more bad ones than good ones with my first wife. So gotta try to forget those. I mean, we've been divorced since 2003. But it got to be so bad that let me say this. I used to love going to the movies. And when I was with her, that was like one of our main hobbies, going out to the movies. But I haven't gone to the movies since 2009, when the remake of Star Trek came out. The first remake of Star Trek came out, 2009, 2010, something like that. My kids were still little. I took him to see Star Trek. And that was the last time I've been to the movies. I don't see myself going to the movies. But one thing is, shit expensive. Now they close down. If they come back and the movies are cheap again, like $5, $6 a piece, maybe. But why go to the movies, pay all that money, when you can sit comfortably at home when they come out on video on streaming service and watch it at home, and you can pause it, rewind it. Yeah, the Bisons are not out. I don't even think that they have them anymore. They used to be over here. Yeah, they have them because they got the feeding stations for them. So I turn it around. No Bisons, no dice. Alright guys, I'll catch you back up in a little bit. There's some nice riding back here. Backroads, Riverhead, Calverton. Not a lot of traffic. You can just enjoy your riding nice and slow. That's I got a bike sitting under the cover down there. Uh-oh. What's going on there? Let's investigate, shall we? Broken car. stolen car. Broken car. Animal shelter. Haven't been back in this back roads for a long time. And I remember back in the day, there was a lot of places back here that you can just drive into the woods and have fun with a friend, if you know what I mean. My girlfriend that I was with for almost 6 years before I married my wife. I had this girlfriend. When we first met, we used to do a lot of wild things. So one day I took her to a beach right back there. She drove from Smithtown, Center Ridge out. We met in the parking lot of Office Depot, when it was Office Depot there. Went in my car and we just went to the beach. There was too many people at the beach at that time. It was midday and Sunday. We drove back here and drove into one of those woods. What you do when you're young. Cool. There was a house here. Yeah, that used to be my ex-wife's aunt's house. That one right there. There's some nice houses back here. This is like the creme de la creme of Calverton. Alright, so I'm gonna go out to Walmart, but I'm gonna take the long way out. That one feels good. A little on the cool side, I got tank top, shorts, for the YouTube police. Tank tops and short, riding a motorcycle. I gotta find my fingerless gloves. That will definitely drive the YouTube police nuts. Oh, this is Edwards Avenue. I didn't know pretty much where I was. Took me a bit. Edwards Avenue. That's 25. Going that way. I think. No, that's Edwards Avenue. Yep. I don't remember what this is called. Alright, so from here I go to Walmart. Putz. They built a giant warehouse over here. That's a company that came out of nothing and just took over. It's a great idea. If you're moving, if you're storing something, if you're doing remodels on your house, rent a pod, store everything in it. Yeah, I thought that I was going to be coming out of that road right there, but I was further down. I wonder if Splish Splash is open. I mean, I don't know because it's a water park. No, it's closed. There's no cars at all. Oh, that's a shame. No hiring, but they're closed. When they're gonna open? Like August to close in September? I can tell you this, that pandemic did put a dent on the US economy. That's why I'm glad all the small businesses started to open back up. Because Bigelowers were closed for a while. I mean, they consider essential because they serve breakfast, but most of the people buy and eat there. They could have served the to-go menu like most everybody did, because Goldberg's were open and you just go in there and buy it, take it to go. But I'm glad they're open. I'm glad they're back. Let's see, I'm going to my favorite parking spot back there by the garden section. This is the only place that I can pull right in and out. This bike is heavy enough that I don't have to push it uphill or back it uphill. Oh, there's a good spot there. I don't have to go that far. And I can pull right out. Marvelous. Marvelous. I'll be back. Alright, peoples. I'm back out. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Don't scare me like that. I gotta check the antifreeze. Make sure it's not overheating. Alright, peoples. I got some stuff that I needed. Some stuff that I didn't need it yet, but I knew that I was gonna need it soon. Like Bicarb to keep my pool looking sparkling. Some chlorine tabs because I'm running out. I was gonna get the big bucket, but I couldn't fit it in here. It's heavy, so I'll wait and get it when I'm back in my car. With that little bucket that I got and the ones that I got at the house is enough. So I'm gonna head home, edit this video, and prepare to work either tomorrow or Monday. I shall find out later. I shall find out soon enough. So on Monday when I went for my interview in my new job, the office manager is a lady, very nice lady, and you know, because it's a driving job, she needed to see my license to make a copy of it, you know, run my license, make sure that I'm not a risk to society behind the wheel. And she takes one look at my license. Oh, you got the motorcycle endorsement. I'm going for my permit next week. And I said, congratulations. What kind of bike you got? She goes, you're gonna laugh at me. Everybody over here laughs at me for what I got. I got 3-wheel motorcycle. I said, don't tell me you got a Spider. And no, I got a Riker. Well, it's Can-Am. Can-Am make the Spider, Can-Am make the Riker. And I was like, nice, you got the 600 cc's? No, the 600cc was too slow. I got the 900. I said, oh, very nice. Congratulations, you showed me a picture. Nice bike. I guess my son is not working today. I don't see his car. So yeah, Can-Am Riker. Okay guys, I'm gonna enjoy the ride. I'm not gonna talk much. Something comes up in my mind, I'll just say it. In the meantime, enjoy the ride. Main Street, Riverhead. Roadhouse Pizza. I love their pizza. Brick oven. Well, it's not a brick oven, it's a gas oven, but it's just made out of bricks on the outside, but inside still the platform is metal. So it's not a total brick oven. I saw it like in a TV show one day, one of those bar rescue things, where they had a wooden oven, a brick oven with wood inside burning, and that's where they made the bread and the pizzas. It was a bread oven, wood oven, wood brick oven, so to speak. Very cool. Main Street closed Thursday 7/16, 4 to 10 p.m. That was yesterday. Today's the 16th. Yeah, tonight. They're gonna have that downtown alive, Riverhead alive thingy. I have to look it up, cause that's cool. They close down Main Street, and they have like vendors and stuff like that, and food trucks, a bunch of good stuff. Good stuff. Last year we came over here for the 4th of July fireworks. This year there were no fireworks. There were a lot more injuries from fireworks people were setting off because there were no light shows anywhere. So a lot more people went out of state, get fireworks, lit them up. A lot of them got injured. I must admit, at one point when I was driving truck interstate, from state to state, I wanted to get some fireworks and bring them over for the 4th of July. I was always afraid that I was gonna get pulled over and get a ticket and they seized the fireworks anyway and I'll be out of the money. So never did it. Apparently a lot of people did, including a guy from work. He did. Still got his hands though. Most of those fireworks come from China, so you gotta be wary of setting them off, because they don't have any oversight on how they make, so they make them It's cheap and costly effective, so they can make money. They don't care about safety or anything like that. They're not the ones that are gonna be setting it up, so they're not worried. It's very windy. Let me close my. There you go. What's this going on? What this? What this? What gives? There was an accident here a couple of days, Monday, right here, and this road was closed out for like 2 hours. We were lucky that we came through here just when it happened, so there was no traffic jam at that time. And then I set up the news and I heard that it was closed, and 2 hours later it was still closed. Oh, and I got a bug bit me in my back. So I don't know if I mentioned this in any other video. One of my headlights bulb burned out. I got, they were on when I got the motorcycle. The guy said that they were expensive, and I looked them up and they are expensive, because I was trying to get a replacement one, the same brand, so I don't have to replace them both. But they no longer had that one, and you had to buy the set, and the set was like $149 for the set. So I ended up buying a different brand from cheap brand. I mean, not cheap. Come up to $35 for the set in Amazon. And took me a while to figure it out, but basically you have to take the ring off before you put the light on because of the heat sink. This one doesn't have heat sink. This one doesn't have the fan like the other ones did. The other headlights that I took off, I mean, one of them is still good. The other one, it's funny, it had like a little bulb, like a little bowl of something over it, like it just melted from the inside out. But the fan was still going, so I don't know what happened there. Anyway, this one's had the heat sink on them, and if you know H4 bulbs, H3 I think it is, it had that spring that holds them in place. And I was putting it on, but I couldn't get the spring to go over the heat sink, and I was like, shit, I was driving myself nuts. Till I figured out, you twist it and the ring comes off. That way you put the ring in the socket first, put the spring that holds it in, and then you put the bulb, twist it into its spot. Once I did the first one, the second one was a breeze, but the first one, it took me about an hour to figure out. I was scratching my head and saying very nice stuff to the lights. Very nice stuff. I wasn't doing anything bad. I wasn't saying anything bad. But I figured it out. So this one's, I mean, I had this bike for 3 years now, and it's funny, when you turn the ignition key on, the first thing you hear was those fans for the lights coming on. Now you don't hear that because the lights had the built-in heatsink and the wire just to plug it into the socket, and that's it. So I end up replacing both. I will put a link in the description about the lights that I got. Well, you hitting your brakes, I don't know where you're going. I'm gonna put a link in the description about the lights, kind of lights that I got. Maybe you can find ones that fit your motorcycle, and I'm gonna also put a link to the ones that I had. They were expensive, but doo-doo. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Any suggestion, you can post it down below. Gonna enjoy the rest of the ride home. I'm almost home. This is Classic Bike Rider signing off. See ya.